Yeah, you know with KD, the laughing stock, niggas got that voice. In this crazy world, we gotta make a choice. They say our logic's swishy, but we're making noise. From the top of the charts, here the people rejoice. Stop being buck munchers, just get swishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss. Stop being buck munchers, just get swishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss.
Hello.
Hello, you
How's it
bloody.
going?
Wait, I forgot that I can't all see us. Hello, everybody, and welcome
Yeah.
to Squishy Logic. I am your comedic babyface and everybody's favourite laughing stock. Drop my light, it doesn't matter because I love you all, and I'm not higher. Next to me is my my comedian cohort
Yes.
in capers and other stuff.
Yeah.
He has been drilled today, and not like a lady. It's Nathan Parrish.
Yeah. No, I've had a tooth taken out of my face.
He had a tooth taken out his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was quite efficient this time. Other times I've been in it, it's been very, very, very arduous process.
Efficient. I mean, it feels like I feel like at this point in technology, we should efficiently be able to remove teeth.
Well, I mean, so the first time I had to have a wisdom tooth out, it was coming in at a weird angle, and it was actually sort of growing into the side of another tooth, right? So they couldn't.
Just so everybody knows, if you're uncomfortable like hearing this kind of stuff, I am a bit too.
Yeah,
but so I'm here with you. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah,
We're in
yeah.
it together.
It's
Continue.
all right. This will only be a short bit. If you're really upset with it, skip forward like 5 minutes.
You know, in that case, I'm just going to keep purposely now doing little drops of tough ickiness throughout the whole podcast.
thing. Yeah.
If I feel uncomfortable, I know it's working.
Yeah. So the problem is they couldn't just pull it out. So what they had to do is they had to get a tiny little circular saw, cut the thing across, literally across the tooth, then get another tool, connect either side of where they've cut it, and just crack it.
Okay.
And then do it the other way, just crack it. So I had a tooth taken out in 4 separate pieces.
Were they taking out a tooth or a chestnut?
Yeah, you'd think, right? It does seem chestnutty, but no,
I didn't know they did that.
that's what they do. Another one that I had to have taken out, that was quite a bit more in depth
Oh, you
as
had more
well.
than one?
Yeah, I've had 3 out now.
Oh, so yeah, in the past, yeah.
So there's another one as well, which was this. This bottom one here.
Another wisdom tooth.
Yeah,
It's stupid how, like...
they all suck.
Yeah, it just seems to be a thing about it. Like, it's just a misstep in evolution for humans, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't...
Apparently,
okay.
it's because our jaws are shrinking. And
I
the
would
reason why our
assume it would
jaws
be-
are shrinking is because we're not eating as many tough foods
Yeah,
that
we
you
don't
have to
need
like
to. We
gnaw
got
and.
tools,
Yeah.
chop them all up.
But
and
the
that.
wisdom teeth are still there, so they just get brought along for the ride.
It makes sense because it is literally evolution in process because we're getting rid of something we don't need essentially.
Essentially, yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
you know, it's causing issues because we don't use them anymore.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. So
Which means that it shrinks, which means that you have this middle ground area where the wisdom tooth doesn't stop growing, but instead grows in places that make it worse. Until eventually the wisdom tooth just goes, all right then, fuck you.
yeah, I wonder if like in that case then maybe like how long it will take to see people born that don't develop wisdom teeth.
Yeah. Probably it's going to be a good couple of 100 years.
Yeah, because I wonder how long. Like, I feel like if people had.
I'm
this
sure there's
issue-
some genetic freaks who've already turned up without wisdom.
Oh yeah, there's always the outliers. And
But
shit.
it's just once they become the norm, you know?
Yeah, because I think in like the animal world, it would happen a lot quicker because you'd stop needing these. So the ones that were born without them would be the ones that would survive longer because
Yeah.
you wouldn't have issues, etc.
Exactly.
Like in like 100 years ago, like 200 years ago, people must have been fucked up from their wisdom teeth.
100%, yeah.
Oh, that'd be the people having to go into
People
like
in the Victorian era were getting
Yeah.
fucked by
yank
their
them
teeth.
out and it's
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you had one of the ones that was busted like mine, they just have to yank like one tooth
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
yank the other.
Yeah, you just try and get what they can,
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah.
Oh.
But like the previous one I was talking about, the one down here, like they had to do a scan and then they had to do a 3D scan because it was. Turns out the root of my tooth was like right next to a nerve, the main nerve that
Right.
goes all the way across. So if you cut that nerve, you can't feel anything in that side of your face for the rest of your life.
Oh, right, okay.
So they had to scan it and make sure, and then they found out that, yeah, there was enough of a gap between it across, like, horizontally so they could pull it out.
It's good that they check that kind of shit though
Yeah.
now.
But that even took quite a while. Still, just taking that one out. This one,
Yeah.
I go in. I'm like, oh yeah, feeling a bit nervous. I lie down. They put the glasses.
I was going to
on.
ask you that. How were you feeling beforehand? Were you
A
feeling
little bit nervous, but like this isn't my first rodeo, so
Fair enough.
you know.
So when I have to go through it, like even though mine's it can be a bit different anyway.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
coming to you to lean on.
Oh, definitely, it's nowhere near as bad as you think it is. Dentistry,
Well, I'll be knocked out, and mine will be like
Yeah.
about probably like 16
it's
versions
all
of
the,
yours.
It's all the after pain that's the problem.
I'm used to that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I'm guessing if you've had a lot of tough pain, it's the same kind
yeah,
of thing.
it's exactly the same kind
Yeah,
of thing.
okay.
But with this one in particular, like as I say, I'm lying down. He goes, right, I'm going to inject you. You're going to feel this. Didn't even feel the first injection. Very good. Second one,
That's probably, yeah, he's a good guy.
got a little
probably.
bit. Yeah, touch there. Third one, okay, I'm feeling that one because he's getting deeper with it. You know,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah, that's it.
Because the first ones are like superficial, and then they
Yeah.
go further in, and then they go further in.
At least I won't have to deal with that.
Yeah, but like I was like, okay, I can feel that last one a little bit, and then gone everything. Can't feel a fucking thing.
How long did it take for the feeling to come back? has it?
About 2 hours,
Okay.
2-3 hours.
Because I'm guessing it wasn't like the whole side of your face or anything like they make it in the films, like, you know,
Oh,
you
it's-
have an
it's not-
injection and you're like,
It's
blah,
not,
blah,
it's
blah.
not like you go fucking
Hi,
strokey.
welcome to Pressure Pop
Yeah.
Back.
No, they always make it out like you're going strokey. You never go strokey. You just you just can't feel it. Your face is a little bit swollen, and you just can't feel any of it.
Yeah.
But I'm sort of sat there. Sorry, tobacco.
How
or something.
dare you do that?
But like,
So goddamn rude to the people watching.
Yeah,
I
I
think you
know.
should apologise before you go any further.
yeah, no.
Oh,
This
fair
guy
enough,
sort
okay.
of sticks it into a bit of tooth, and he goes, "Can you feel that?" I'm like, "No," and they goes, "Right, okay, come. Can you feel that?" No. All right, okay. Right, there we go, done.
Jesus Christ.
So
Yeah, you,
Jesus fucking Christ,
you
dude.
can't feel anything, so don't worry. We'll just
But
smash
I
it.
knew it was going to happen, and you know why I knew that it was going to happen that way?
'Cause you've had it before.
Middle Eastern accent. No, sorry, not Middle Eastern.
What?
Not Middle Eastern Eastern accent. I mean, like
I was gonna say,
Russia.
what was it going to blow you up? I don't
No,
understand what your point
Eastern
was.
accent, like Russian
You expected
Eastern
it to
accent.
boom, and you were like, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
crack!
yeah.
What was happening?"
No. Eastern accents, so like Russian, Polish, that kind of thing.
Eastern, yeah,
They don't fuck about.
Eastern,
Eastern European, that's it.
Eastern European, yeah.
So they don't fuck about. They
Yeah.
don't fuck about. Once they know they're going to do the thing, they're going to do the thing, right?
Which I kind of appreciate.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love you. Or you want to have a Russian dentist because you're going to get in. He's going to make sure you're numb as shit, and then he's just going to fucking do it.
I just want whoever's like in charge, like medically, to at least seem like they know what the fuck they seem
100%.
confident
Yeah,
and shit, you know.
confidence is key.
Mm.
If you're going in there going, well, maybe I don't want you.
Yeah. As soon as I say if, maybe, possibly, something like that, I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, it's my body we're talking
Yeah,
about. It's
yeah.
a temple, yo. Look at it.
Certainties here, bro. Certainties.
I mean, I don't know how a doctor or any medical person wouldn't look at both of us and think, well, obviously they look at their body like a temple.
yeah,
I mean,
clearly.
come on.
Yeah. Look at
Anyway.
me. I'm a fucking Adonis.
Big temple.
Big temple.
So-
It's a cathedral in a lot of ways.
Actually, you've lost weight, I feel like, recently.
Yeah, I've been losing quite a bit of weight. I've not been eating very much.
Well, I say, as long as you lose weight in the good way, it's
Yeah.
alright. But people can normally stand to not eat as much, so because
Oh,
people
definitely.
normally eat too much without realising
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the vast majority of the time we're eating more calories than we need. Yeah, and somehow
just
also
calories.
eating less minerals and vitamins than we need.
Yeah, it's empty shit
Yeah,
a lot of the
it's
time.
all the empty shit. Yeah.
I've tried to not snack as much as I can in between things. Like, I like to... But because of that as well, though, like I was about to say I like to have a good meal, though, which I did like to have a good meal.
Yeah.
But it's like my stomach shrunk as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I don't know. I've always had a good metabolism too, though, so I think... But that should mean I should be eating more.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
The thing is, I ate a shit.
I just say the same.
I ate so much yesterday. I ate half a baguette, half a pot of coleslaw, half a pot of hummus, and a Snickers ice cream bar,
It's a random thing on us. A pot of coleslaw and
Right.
a pot of hummus. What the hell?
and a mini pastry. Right. It's just what I felt because I was going to have a tooth out. I was
Sounds
like, I'm
like
not
you
going to
went
be
to
able to.
Waitrose.
No, I went to Sainsbury's.
Oh,
But,
well, okay,
yeah,
for you that
yeah,
is
yeah.
damn common. Okay,
Yeah.
fair play.
But I was sort of, I was like, I'm not going to be able to eat tomorrow necessarily, depending on how this goes, because it can get fucking.
Fair dues, yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I'm just going to enjoy some shit that I want to eat.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then we went out to Weatherspoons afterwards. So I got myself Empire State Burger.
Oh, I used to like the ribs from there. I used to remember.
Don't do ribs anymore.
What? Wow.
They have wiped the grill off of the menu.
Damn. Wow. Kaboom.
What is the fucking point?
Yeah, that was the. I'd never.
That was the
used to
only
eat-
thing that delineated you from fucking McDonald's, apart from the alcohol
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
'Cause I used to, when I go to most places, I wouldn't eat normally. Like, I wouldn't be a big fan of like food in like pubs and that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know, for some reason, I just like the Weatherspoon shit.
The Weatherspoon steaks, I mean, they weren't the best steaks in the fucking world, but for what they were nice bit of little meat, some chips, some fucking
But they were cheap
peas.
too.
They were cheap.
That was why it was good.
Yeah.
Like Spoons was always like a nice cheap place. You could get drunk, you could have a meal. It was good.
I remember when they used to have the half ribs, half chicken thing on the menu as well. It was like, have a breast
That
of
was it,
chicken,
yeah.
have a fucking half
Yeah.
rack of ribs, have yourself some chips.
That was the
It's
shit.
fucking so good.
I didn't know they'd got rid
They
of
used to
that
do
stuff.
hot dogs as well. Do you remember the hot dogs?
No, I'm never a big hot dog
Oh,
fan, to be
mate,
fair.
they had some banging hot dogs.
You mean, because I'm guessing like a proper hot dog.
A proper hot dog.
See, I'm not a fan of a proper hot dog,
Yeah.
man.
Just 'cause
Americans
they-
love that shit, and I don't know
Yeah.
why.
They used
Any
to have
Americans
the burgers
listening,
and
let
the
me
hot
know.
dogs.
Because, like, do you generally think, like, a hot dog, which sometimes can be quite nice, I understand,
Yeah.
are any of them in any way better than, like, a sausage, though? Like an actual sausage?
Oh, right. So you're talking about the Frankfurter versus, say, like a Lincolnshire sausage thing?
Yeah. Like a
Yeah,
big...
no.
If I had a hot
Just
dog...
do a hot dog with a good sausage.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
liked. Like,
that's it.
You'd only get them in, like, the breakfast things, like the breakfast
Yeah.
thing, for some reason.
Yeah.
Which... you call it
I
a
d-
breakfast, a sausage bap if you want.
I
It's just a
don't-
big hot dog.
You're very much right. I don't need
Not
my
back,
meat
roll.
like gelatinized.
Oh,
You know, and that's what they're doing in the Frankfurter process. You're mincing it so thin that it essentially just becomes mush.
It is just mush just been pushed together.
Yeah, and I'd rather have a bit of like actual meat in my sausage with some nice flavourings.
Yeah.
You know? Bit
Yes.
of paprika, bit of fucking chorizo in
Yeah,
there.
there was
maybe.
a place I used to
Ooh.
go to in King's Heath. It was called, this would be like a proper like, niche thing here.
Yeah.
But in King's Heath was a place called High Tide. It's still there now, but when I went last, the sausages were not the same. They used to be like the classic hot sausages you'd get in the chip shop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they had like the little peppers and stuff in them. It gave this extra little.
yeah.
You'd bite in and you'd see like little orange bits in it too. But I don't know what it was. Whether it was paprika or something else.
Yeah.
Could have been paprika. That
It's probably just whatever fucking
was around.
place was whatever place was selling those specific sausages has gone out of business or something, and now they're having to
Yeah.
go to the generic shit. You know, it
not
fucking sucks.
It does.
It does suck.
You know
There's
what?
so many chippies that have fucking disappeared. Like, good chippies are really hard to come by now.
You know what it is though. I've been saying this as well like, with the Chinese.
Yeah.
It's been like the good Chinese places seem to be going. It's because, like, I think a lot of the food that we really like in England is normally from people not in England. They're just going back home because they're just like, okay, this country's falling apart now.
You're right, because the
Chippies are Greek.
the best chippy that I ever had was run by a Greek family.
Yeah, that's yeah.
It was in Astwood Bank, and it was fucking perfect.
Yeah,
The
that's- yeah.
kebabs were never too greasy.
Yeah,
Literally
right,
never
baby.
too. Yeah, because they know what they're doing
Mhm.
in Greece when it comes to that
Yeah.
shit. All of the sauces were delicious. All of the chips were perfectly cooked, like literally fluffy on the inside, crispy on the outside, every single fucking time.
Yeah.
And, more importantly, fucking giant portions. You
Oh,
ordered
yeah,
a kebab, it was like £4 for a kebab, and it was that fucking big. It was
Oh,
enough
mate.
to fill you in one, and then you get chips as well.
And now you're talking like £2, like a cone of chips in most
I
places.
know.
And that's just around
And
like
a
just
shitty
anywhere.
tiny cone, not even like the big cones you used to get when you were younger.
Yeah.
Tiny cones.
And like just anywhere, like that's just like anywhere, like as in like even just the random little chippies around here.
Yeah.
So the ones in town and stuff, which I just don't go to now. I can't even imagine.
Can't imagine it, mate. And like, it's partly an Americanization of shit.
Yeah, I can see that with a lot
Because
of
it's
the branding.
like, oh no, this is the branding, and this.
Yeah.
No, you don't want branding. If you go to a chip shop and it's got branding, go somewhere else.
Yeah, I would never go to a franchise chip shop, and
Yeah.
that's what you see a lot now,
Yeah.
especially in like town
The
and stuff.
Clopton catch is everywhere. Have you seen a Clopton catch?
No, I don't.
They
recognise.
do everything like to the max.
That's not the
extreme.
one with the blue fish, is it?
It might be.
I feel like they might be in some of the caravan parks.
Yeah, yeah. So like these motherfuckers, they do the most expensive chips, the most expensive kebabs, and like you get a reasonable amount for your money. You don't feel gypped, but it's not chip shop level quantity. It's not.
Is it posh when it sounds?
It is posh.
Okay, it's not what.
Oh, it's not what that one then. Yeah, no.
Is it like Haven? It's not going to be a posh.
No, there's
expensive.
literally say clocked and catch on them, and we've got their own boxes.
No,
It's like, fuck off, man.
that's one thing that hasn't permeated most of Birmingham yet. Is like fancy chip shop.
It shouldn't be a thing.
It shouldn't be. I mean,
Chips and fish and chips is not for the fancy man. It is for the common man.
I say the fanciest place I've gone to have chips and felt so out of place, which you shouldn't do, eating chips, like fish and chips, was, I can't even remember where it was. It was one of the piers. And there's like, right at the end of a pier, there's like this really fancy place, which is a chippy.
Yeah.
But it's like they think they're like a 5-star hotel in a room. It's weird. It's really strange.
Once a chippy as well, if a chippy is like a sit-down chippy, and it starts offering like champagne with the chips.
What?
Legit. It sounds fucking crazy. That's a thing that happens in London.
Wow.
That is a thing that happens in London. It's the thing that's probably going to happen in some of the fancier areas, but it's definitely happening in Solihull somewhere.
Oh, Solihull, yeah.
100% that's happening.
I mean, Solihull for a while, they've had like, I say for a while, I don't even know if it's still there now, but for a while they had a really nice chippy that was also like a Chinese too. One of the only Chinese ran chippies that I can remember, because I've known a few of them, but this one was just really nice.
Yeah.
But they also had like the Chinese side as well, where you could order Chinese food too.
I do love that. I love it when you got the options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then when you had like, curry sauce on your food, it was like really good quality curry sauce, so Yeah. Which I will say this to the end though, that if you want a curry, I would never understand a person that would go to a Chinese for a curry. If you want a curry, why would you go to an Indian?
Go to an Indian
it's
for a curry.
craziness.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people that
I know people who loved Indian Chinese curries. And to me, it's bizarre as well. There's only two types of curry I'm interested in having. It's Indian or Thai.
Yeah, Thai is...
Green Thai curry,
Yeah,
green
okay.
or red curry. Fucking so good, man.
Yeah, I'll give you... I forgot about Thai curries, to be fair. That's another one.
Yeah.
So let me just get... What were we talking about then before curries? Chippies, how was it?
Yeah.
Just quickly make a few notes. Then before that...
But the official curry of England will always be, an Indian curry of any kind. Madras, jalfrezi.
I would argue
vindaloo.
the chicken tikka masala
Chicken tikka
is like
masala
most
is
British
the most common.
Indian curry.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it was like
is mild as shit
made here
and made here.
by an Indian guy.
Yeah, because someone wanted
British
gravy
Indian.
with theirs, and they were like, "We don't have gravy." And
Is
it's
that
like,
what it was?
Yeah,
I know it was made just randomly from what they asked.
Because it was literally just chicken tikka they'd order, and they're like, "Oh, I want gravy with it," and it's like, "Well, you can't. What? We don't have." Let me see what I can do. So they just mixed a load of shit in. They're like, "That'll be a nice sauce," and poured it on top of it. It's like, "Oh, it's lovely." At least that's what I've heard.
No, that's it fits with everything else I'd heard.
Yeah,
So I just couldn't remember what the actual meal was or anything that they came with.
Yeah.
I just know that they wanted something, they just threw it together. Which is how a lot of the best shit's made.
Because you wanted gravy on a fucking Indian meal.
Yeah, well, put some respect on that person's name, though.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have chicken tikka masala.
That's true, and that is a belter of a dish.
Mhm.
A chicken tikka masala. Oh my god, I could fucking devour one of those right now.
Oh, it's another thing though that I made. Well, I say made a mistake. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But when I first started eating chicken tikka masala or Indian full stop, it was a Indian place by me.
Yeah.
When I used to live in Maypole, called Masala Works, and it was just beautiful. I didn't realise at the time. I just thought all of them were like that. So when I started then having to go to other places and being constantly disappointed with my chicken tikka masala, it's like, where's the thickness? Or like, why are you trying to make it spicy?
Why have you put potato in this curry?
Oh, I'm fine with that. It
Oh,
doesn't
no,
happen
no, no.
enough. Doesn't
Nope.
happen enough in my
I
opinion.
have a problem with that. Don't ever, 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 ever put potato in the curry unless it says that there is going to be potato in the curry. I do not want to chew through something which I think is going to be a delicious chunk of savoury meat.
They chew through like it would take time to figure out, but
No, because like sometimes
why am I chewing this piece of meat and
it's an
it's
instant
a really
thing.
chewy potato?
It's instant when it happens. Like when you put it in your mouth, that potato, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna chew on chicken," and lump, and it just goes straight through. It's, oh, fucking potato. Oh,
Yeah,
I was expecting meat, but I got potato.
I'm okay with it as long as there's not less meat because of the potato. 'Cause then it
There's
just feels like
always
they
less
ran
meat
out.
because of the potato.
Okay, well
That's why they
different.
do it.
Well, we don't know. They might just think that English people like potato, and they generally would not be wrong.
Yeah, I just. Oof.
I remember I didn't know potato the concept of a potato being in curry just didn't enter my mind until
Yeah.
we was out one night and somebody got it, and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
You get potato?"
Potato.
To be honest, I'd completely forgotten about the concept until now again.
Yeah.
And I feel like next time I get a curry, I'm gonna be like, just put a note on like, any chance you could throw some potatoes in as well?
Oh, fucking hell, man. You're a madman.
I
You're a
mean-
madman wanting potato instead of delicious meats.
Well, I want both. I'm not meat, so I'm not a fan of.
Get the fucking potato on a different dish. Don't have it in your curry.
I used to
like a
love beef
weirdo.
and lamb in it, but everywhere just seems to overcook it now.
Yeah.
It's like, we must cook this to shit. We cannot let people die.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, even though because that can't kill people actually. Because it's a chicken that would kill people. You could
Yeah.
do any. You could literally just put uncooked beef actually.
You can literally chew on a bit of beef, yeah, if it's fresh enough.
Yeah. You know what's not fresh anymore?
What?
You take a little detour here.
Uh-huh.
I had something reminded of me earlier because I saw it just reminded me of the whole thing. But Princess Diana, it's almost 30 years ago now. No, wait, hold on, where are we? Yeah, it'd be 30 years in 2 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That makes me feel old.
Yeah.
But it was just people talking about the whole the case anyway. Like we don't need to go into it like we would have done before.
Yeah.
I think we would have covered this before anyway.
I've covered it on multiple occasions.
Yeah, but I mean properly as well with all the info. I'm sure
I think
we
did. Yeah, as it killed them with comedy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I got some notes down of just some of the things, but it's just listening to this was one particular a royalist who for ages went with the generally believed story,
Yeah.
because why would you not? And then just more and more we read about it. So I didn't realise quite how blatant. I say blatant because the way they do it makes it so. There's so many things that just we know don't make sense within this
Within the story.
within the story. Just one for example. I know I've got them on here. Actually, hold on 1 second. Let me just make a note.
Making a note so we can cut it up again.
Where is it?
Making a note.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, first of all, the first fact that I saw earlier, because I'd forgotten about a lot of this, it was interesting to me.
Right.
The fact that after she was killed, super quick, she was embalmed.
Yeah.
Which I forgot what embalmed even mean. The fact they just suck out all the blood and all that.
fluids. Literally all of them.
To the point where that kind of killed being able to look at a lot of things, such as was she actually pregnant? Was very much kind of believed at the time, etc.
Was she poisoned potentially? Was she drugged potentially? Was she?
No, I think she was just in the car.
No. But those are all things that you can now no longer find out.
Oh yeah.
After someone's embalmed.
Yeah. You can't do anything.
You can't do anything.
And this, along with a lot of other things, which I'll mention as well. The British police are rather than saying why and giving, which I assumed all this time, they had real reasonings why all this stuff was done. This is their reason for this, along with many other things, is it's the French. They meant well, but yeah, don't know why they did that. It didn't make sense. Same with the
I don't think that works, is it?
no. Same with the toxicology for the driver that says he was wasted. To the point that when he was walking up to the car, he shouldn't have, he should have been stumbling. He shouldn't have been able to bend down and tie his shoelace really easily.
Yeah.
And then ignoring that, he also, later on it said that he had 20% carbon monoxide. I don't know why I'm trying to remember it. Why, yeah. 20% carbon monoxide in his blood, which isn't enough to kill you. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean you'd be dead, but you
it's a
wouldn't
weird
be.
thing to be coming across for no reason.
Yeah. It's generally believed that the blood was mixed up with this Parisian who died on the night who had killed himself.
Right.
But basically, they refused to allow anyone to redo some of his DNA to confirm it was him, his toxicology report.
Right.
They could test it to the DNA or something because they can exhume his body because it was widely spread that he was cremated, but he wasn't. He's buried in France, so. They can do it, they just don't. Another thing where the British are I don't know, Don't know, it's just... the French, innit? Same once again with the fact that an hour after the crash, they were just like, yeah, you can open it up now. It's been an hour. We've got everything we need.
What the fuck?
There's so much, man.
And it's such a high-profile case as well. Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck would you run it that way? It's only going to create suspicion.
Also, the driver, though, some people think the driver might have been in on it because prior to it, he had received 3 £8,000 payments. His mum, after the fact, said that they were tips.
Right.
Which, no, you're not going to get 3 concurrent £8,000 tips. Like, that doesn't really make sense. No. I mean, he's driving rich people, obviously, so I don't know, but that seems a bit...
Yeah.
A lot of people think, because he had, a lot of debts and stuff,
Right.
which is why he was obviously a bit scapegoated too. But people are like, did he sell plans of the journey to what he thought were the paparazzi? Because one thing I didn't know is that there was a letter sent to, do you know Paul Burrell?
Oh.
Famously, he was her butler.
Yeah.
He's been on I'm a celebrity, get me out of reality shows.
Things like that, yeah.
She had sent him a letter in the months prior to this, saying, talking about because she was worried, that somebody was after to get her. She was saying she's hearing rumours and stuff, and she thinks that they're planning an accidental car crash.
Hmm.
But people are saying at the same time, no. When you look at the other information in there, because she also says he's doing it because he doesn't want Camilla, or was it Camilla? He wants this other person, which wasn't true.
Yeah.
Or these, basically, you would argue that she was being fed misinformation, so that any time she put out any real information, it would get fogged around the misinformation. Like the same thing that happens with the UFO stuff,
Yeah.
You have loads of misinformation put out there so that it discredits the actual info that they do know.
Yeah.
Because
that way you just muddy the waters and no one knows what's what.
But sending a friend a letter saying, I'm worried that my, the prince is trying to kill me in a car crash to look like an accident, and then for ages I didn't know that there was a contention about the white car, whether it actually clipped the their Diana's car before it went into the tunnel, and it's now been confirmed by the French people too that it did. But it's nothing though. It wouldn't have done anything. Because apparently the idea is it could have opened the airbags, and then that would have made him go off, and hit the pillar. Because a thing came out, Prince Harry saying even if this guy was wasted, shit-faced, was the term he used.
Yeah.
There was no way he wouldn't have been able to get through that tunnel, because that tunnel, is so much shorter than I ever thought it was.
Yeah.
It is just a tunnel with 2 rows as well, and it's just the things in the middle, and then just the other side.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. It's why do you have to open the tunnel after
Also,
an hour?
I don't know about you, but whenever I've been driving in a situation where there's been some form of accident, my usual sort of reaction, especially if an airbag had just gone off in my face, would be to immediately apply the brakes, not to accelerate and swerve.
Yeah, because it's like that. There was acceleration as well, weren't there? Which is,
as if you're trying to get away from someone.
Which they were being chased by paparazzi.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because I understand why a lot of people would be like, nah, but it's just an accident. Because I understand the logic of such a when somebody really exceptional dies, it's very hard to accept that
it's not something like that.
It's not an exceptional death, that it was just something one day. And the same thing's happening right now with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
There's this whole thing about, although there might be something to that, it seems.
Mm.
Because some doctors, malpractice kind of stuff.
Oh.
It seems like he might have had some kind of botched surgery kind of type thing.
Right, yeah. I mean, a lot of those old wrestlers, they do
He's
terrible shit to themselves to keep them going as well.
Oh yeah, he's had so many surgeries, Hulk Hogan as well. That's why
I can't
he lost
imagine
so many.
what fucking staggering amount of drugs he was taking by the end of prescribed drugs.
Yeah, got it, yeah.
But fuck me, you must have been on all of the fucking drugs you can give someone of that age.
He was drinking a lot too because he was always selling his all-American beer.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
He was drinking all the time.
Yeah.
And I know how I feel now as like a 34-year-old when I drink like 2 or 3 beers.
Yeah.
I don't feel good.
No.
And this is me trying to feel better. And I'm only at the point now where I can drink 3 beers and feel okay. I feel okay now.
Remember,
I can
guys,
bounce back.
Alcohol is a poison. It's
is.
just a fun one. There is no such thing. Actually, that's the other thing. There is no such thing as poisons. There is just lethal doses.
I've heard that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
That is 100% the truth. There is a lethal dose for everything in the universe. Unfortunately,
Including water.
Legit. If you drink like 3 gallons of water, you will lose all of your electrolytes. Your brain will shut down, and you'll die.
That is shockingly the thing that kills most people when they're on E.
Because they drink too much.
Because you feel thirsty, and you've been told, because it is true, you have to keep drinking water. People think, "Oh, I need to drink lots and lots of water."
No,
No, just keep.
Sip on 1 bottle for the entire evening, maybe 2.
Yeah. But people just take it way too far. Like,
Yeah.
which is, in my opinion, another thing of why, like, I don't think there's. I think there's a. I don't know about in school, but I think there's definitely a. I don't know, maybe though. A argument for, like, teaching people about drugs.
Yeah.
Like the whole idea, like if you're going to take them, you need to know how to do it safely. But now you got the internet, so maybe you should just tell them, like, if you're going to take drugs, fucking do some research.
Yeah.
Like, don't, if you're worried about if you're worried about dehydrating and then you drown yourself, there's an issue there.
There's an issue there.
You know what I mean?
You've gone far too far to the extreme. Yeah.
Way too far. But
No, I mean, the thing is, you're more likely to die crossing the road than you are by taking an MDMA pill. Statistically, that is true.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It must be.
Yeah, that is a statistical fact.
Oh yes, I've got another thing as well. There's also a box as well that's gone missing, filled with evidence that apparently Prince Diana had. Because, like, this, yes, because everybody, like, I understand that logic of,
By
like.
the way, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to watch something horrible.
Oh God, this is what. This is where I feel. See, I purposely wanted to leave that gap there so you could hear it on the audio.
Yeah.
Because I now wish I was just an audio listener.
Yeah. That's what you got. If you're a smoker, and you've just had a tooth extraction, and they tell you don't smoke for 3 days, what you do is you smoke through your nose for 1 day, and then you ignore that shit. Because that's what smokers need to do. I'm sorry, guys. I have nicotine problems, and I am going to endorse them.
I can't quite figure out why it would be particularly harmful to you to smoke, anyway. It doesn't really make too much sense to me. Like, I mean, I'm sure we could AI
There's a
it,
reason
but
why they don't want you to suck at all. So it's like through straws and smoking both produce a sucking effect.
Okay.
And by doing that, you can actually pull the sort of bit that's coagulated.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Cause
now.
it
Okay.
to bleed again, cause an infection, and go again.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically what it's about.
I thought it was more about, like, the actual, like the stuff coming in being the issue, not the motion. I didn't think about it like that.
It's the motion, yeah. It's the sucking effect of potentially pulling out the bit that's healing.
And I feel like, well, actually, yeah, more the motion. Yeah. Okay. So you still haven't explained what you're doing for the audio listeners, and once again, I don't want to put them through it, but I feel like it's only fair for them.
I am having to create a sort of a seal using my finger and thumb around the end of the smoking obstacle, and then forcefully shoving all of that into my nose to create a tight enough seal that when I inhale through just one nostril, I also smoke. It is incredibly uncomfortable. It is not something I would recommend doing on a daily basis. In fact, to be honest, if you're not down for this, I wouldn't recommend doing it at all. But I have also drunk a shot of whiskey through my nose before, so this isn't that difficult.
Oh yeah, so this is only like.
This is all right.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean, why though? I feel like should be my next question. Why did you drink? Not.
Someone dared me to.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair then. Man, I remember some of the stupid shit we used to do when you was younger. Like, I remember drinking like a drink with like random stuff in it, and there was crisps in it.
Crisps.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the
Yeah.
stupid shit that people do when you get to like a drinking game. It's like, oh, put
Yeah.
crisps in it, put loads of alcohol. Like, no.
Yeah. Ring of
And
Fire.
you take a sip, like, yeah, that's enough.
We were playing.
Yeah, I'm going to down that, cool, yeah. And then I'll go and run into traffic. That'll be fun too.
Yeah. We were playing. Ring of Fire, at university, and we had a dirty pint in the middle, because of course if you get the wrong card, you're gonna have to drink that dirty.
Yeah.
Pint, right? And it had rum and coke in it. It had beer in it. It had cider in it. It had vodka in it. It had Malibu in it.
See,
right?
it's when you start putting the hard shit in, I'm like, I think there needs to be limits to this shit.
But then
Beer and cider, sure.
my mate Lee,
Mm.
who has been drinking a pina colada mix all night, has to add some of his to the dirty pint.
Pina colada, that's like a...
Pina colada is a dairy-based drink.
Oh. Oh.
Or at least his one was. So he pours it in,
Oh.
and immediately it just turns into like the worst fucking like lava lamp you've ever seen in your life, right?
yeah.
And lo and behold, like it sort
Oh.
of it does get to a point where someone has to drink it. It's not me,
That's cool.
But
Well,
it
obviously,
is-
because you're still here.
yeah, but it is my mate Little Nath
Oh.
who had to drink the entire pint, succeeded, and then threw up violently for the rest of the evening.
See, that's the problem with shit like that, man. It never goes
It's
well.
not a good idea.
It's a night ender.
Yeah.
Oh.
What you need is a single shot of absinthe in the middle. Whoever loses takes that.
There you go, yeah.
That's that's an unpleasantness that is acceptable.
Yeah, exactly.
But a dirty pint can be so fucking vile by the end
They
of
were
it.
the only, I learned that very quickly. The only drinking games I would take part in are ones that you could take part in and you're good.
Yeah.
So you can
You drink
continue.
your own drink.
Yeah, or just
Or
yeah, you're like a
Preordained
shot.
drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that won't fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Like literally, possibly kill you. We never, obviously, you never think about that when you're younger because it's like it's alcohol. You just drink loads of alcohol. You
Yeah.
just throw up if you have too much alcohol. It's
Yeah.
fine. Apparently, having too much alcohol can kill you too.
Definitely can. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, I imagine if you're drinking like straight up like spirits and shit too.
Mhm.
Unless you're Aussie, obviously. Just makes you, get stronger. Like that.
I don't think that worked out for him in the end.
Yeah, I think it did. I think he felt like $1 million right up until the end.
Right up until the end. Yeah.
He wasn't young, was he? He was in his 70s.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Considering the life he had, I think that was pretty good for him.
He did all right for himself, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure, but the early 70s now. I feel like
I
late
think it was
70s.
like mid-70s.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say late 70s would have felt better, but mid is okay too.
Yeah, I think it was like 77 or something.
It's like there's a gap now in the market for a Brummie metal man.
There is.
I think we should fill that market. Between us, we can be an Aussie.
Maybe.
Well, okay, maybe in a sense we can be like an Australian man, but maybe not Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can be Aussie Man reviews.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's even harder. Some consistency with him, man. Ozzy takes
Yeah.
time off. He just does a tour and then takes time. I like
Yeah.
that. That's how I think YouTube should work.
They should.
YouTube should have like 6 I don't know what 4 months on, and then 8 months off. I couldn't
Yeah.
do the fucking maths then. Jeez. I've been
It
awake
should
long
be
enough.
seasonal like TV. It really should.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
People say that about wrestling. I'm like, yeah, for the sake of the wrestlers, that should be true. But at the same time, I want my wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't want wrestling to go away.
You want your regular wrestling.
I want my wrestling, exactly. They're getting
Yeah.
to the point now where they've got to have security and shit. 'Cause they got mobbed like during the weekend apparently by the French people. French people love freaking wrestling.
French
They're
people.
great. They're an amazing
They're
crowd.
so fucking weird. There's certain things where they're like, no, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
This Americanization bullshit. And they say, "Oh, wrestling, brilliant.
Yeah, they
I would
love it,
love
man.
to watch John Cena."
They are genuinely like, I've seen so many crowds through watching like wrestling, and they are one of the best crowds.
Yeah.
They've been dubbed like the best crowd now.
Jesus.
I wouldn't go that far,
Yeah.
but they are, because like you don't know if they went there consistently how that would be, because they go there very rarely.
Yeah, so all of the fans, it's like a
The rare thing.
yeah.
Or, I didn't know they had the biggest indoor arena in Europe. My God.
Do they?
Yeah, because
French?
Yeah, that's where it was. I can't remember what it was called. It's in Paris, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, I think it was in Paris. Yeah, it's Clash in Paris, so it must have.
It must be fucking weird, like going to a WWE where you can get a fine wine at the same time.
That's amazing. That is quite cool, actually.
Yeah, because there's no way they're serving the normal trash in a French
Nah.
arena.
Like,
And
it's
that
normal
is-
stuff, ain't it? It's the good shit.
Yeah, it's a fine wine. Don't you worry, it will be very nice.
Cheese everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cheese you can find. No, it's a giant arena there, man. Like, it's crazy. It's so. I think it was like. I mean, the number doesn't give it justice anyway. It was like 30-something thousand were in there for it.
Jesus.
But it was just a sea of people. When John Cena came out, they always like go right up to him with the camera, and then he like made them, kind of look out because he was amazed by it.
Yeah, yeah.
It was seeing that view was crazy. But one thing I found hilarious, and I kept forgetting to mention it. I'm going to bring it up on the wrestling podcast. But you can help me actually. Oh, I could easily check AI to figure out if I'm right, and I'm sure we can do. But Starry Night, you know that painting?
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh,
Yeah.
thank you. He's not French, is he?
No, he's actually from Holland.
Yeah.
Amsterdam.
Well, so I don't understand what every bit of Clash in Paris' marketing, the background for everything
Was
is
Starry Night.
Starry Night. I'm
It's
like,
because he
it's
did,
in the Louvre and all that.
Yeah,
I imagine. Why?
He worked in Paris for a long time. So he started off, I think, in Holland.
Yeah.
And then
I think he
moved to
died there
Paris
too, didn't
'cause
he?
Paris was obviously sort of, a huge up and coming place for big artists.
But he never made it in his lifetime.
Nope.
So I think he went back to Holland in the end,
I
was
think
where he
might have
went
done,
crazy
it's
and cut
got-
his ear off and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I know, I could, I understood that the logic must have been,
Yeah.
it was, well, in my head, I'm like, the logic here is either they're like, yeah, well, it's Van Gogh, it doesn't matter that he's, etc. Everyone relates it with the Louvre,
Yeah.
even though you think the Mona Lisa more personally.
Yeah.
But sure, I'm sure Starry Night probably is there too.
Yeah.
I hope. I haven't checked. But at the same time, I just think that they think he was French. I guarantee you, as little research was put into it,
Yeah.
other than, I think he's French.
I think he's
Starry
French,
Night,
yeah.
everyone knows that painting.
Yeah.
There we go.
That'll do.
Done.
Yeah.
Starry Night with a fucking Eiffel Tower in the middle of it. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Because he was painting France. Well, he might have been, I don't know actually, to be fair, but
I don't know.
I don't know, but
But it certainly wasn't the fucking centre of Paris. It was in the middle of fucking nowhere, that image.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it was a choice, in my opinion. Like, so many other French things I'm sure you could have done. You could have done it on, like, any of the, like, French battles. Napoleon.
Yeah.
Perfect. Although
Yeah.
they might not like talking about that. I don't know how they feel
No,
about
they love
him.
Napoleon.
Do they like him over
Yeah,
there?
they love
There you
talking
go then.
Napoleon. They're all about Napoleon.
Did he do bad things particularly? I'm not sure. I can't.
No more than any other dictator.
Was he a dictator?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't.
He was the emperor.
Oh, okay. It's different than a prime minister completely.
No, it is because they've got absolute rule.
Oh, okay. Is it literally, they don't have a board, the people, yeah.
Yeah, it's just literally I say so, you do it.
You know what I did try and watch actually over the weekend? Because I saw it come out and I was like, oh. I was, a lot of like podcasts and stuff I'll listen to out and about as I'm walking and shit, but this is when I was like, I want to actually pay attention to this.
Yeah.
It was Heretics, which is a really good podcast site on YouTube. If you like the more, I don't want to say highbrow and all that kind of shit, they're talking about more serious stuff. It's not a comedy podcast,
Yeah.
it's a more political, geopolitical, like not going through the fucking
Big
parties
shit.
or anything.
Big shit.
Yeah.
Podcast, yeah.
And he had on Ben Habib, who started that new Advanced UK party. So you got like the two parties that are being talked about at the moment is like Reform, and then Advanced UK is like this new kind of independent one or two.
Right.
And
There's also the Jeremy Corbyn one.
yeah, I
Which
haven't heard
still-
much about that.
It got 375,000 members on its first day.
Well, I mean, the first day.
Yeah, but like
Members in what sense does that
as
mean?
in people who paid up to be members of.
Like just random people
Yeah, yeah.
rather than like his
Yeah.
team or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, I remember the movement. The first time that I felt like my generation were really caring about politics was when Jeremy Corbyn was stirring it up,
Oh yeah.
and it was all that picture. Remember, it was everybody had a picture of like Corbyn dabbing on their finger. and
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
That-
Yeah.
Like,
The problem is he's probably a bit too old now,
yeah.
unfortunately.
And I don't think most people, especially at that time, would really knew much about him either.
No.
Just
No,
like the
and
fact that
the
he
news
stuck up for things.
very quickly sort of tried to make him seem like he was a full-blown communist as well.
Yeah, and there
which-
wasn't as much independent media back then,
No.
like there is now.
And the fucking BBC were absolute cunts. Like, absolute cunts.
So it's gone on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
care.
well.
I don't care.
But they were fucking evil.
No, yeah.
You know, they just sort of, they actively tried to just ruin his reputation. There's people out there who still believe shit about him that is just not true.
Well, do you know more about Corbyn? Because I don't.
I know a fair bit, yeah.
Yeah,
He's one of the
please.
he's one of the few MPs who has not taken like shitloads of extra money on the side to do like random talking gigs or
Right.
taken fucking money from
Tax,
big.
he
puts
from
all of-
taxpayers, is
yeah.
that as well?
Well, yeah, he doesn't claim on expenses for things that are unimportant. He has always put his full fucking tax return out for all of his constituents to see, to show them that he's not wasting.
On
their
the other
money.
side, though, is that also because he comes from money?
No,
Oh no.
no,
Okay, that's an interesting
no.
thing.
He's not from money.
I know it shouldn't make a difference, but you know what I mean.
It does.
But so because one thing I know about him is what I think a lot of people my age at that point got respect for him is because they know he'd done a lot of like really standing up for causes and
Oh, yeah.
protests back in the day.
Yeah,
and
yeah. He was a
stuff like.
proper. He was a proper fucking. You know.
What kind of stuff had he done? Because I don't know. That's the thing. I
He
don't
stood
know.
up for black rights. He stood up for gay rights. He stood up for labour rights. He stood up for all sorts of things.
Labour rights. I'm guessing you don't mean the party.
No, not the party.
I
like-
want my party to have rights.
Yeah, no, literally the
'Cause they did a
rights,
good-
the rights of people to work in a safe environment, in a environment that gives them enough pay, that an environment
okay.
that treats them respectfully. That you know,
I can see why people would be backing him now in that case. Then,
Yeah.
looking at that size.
yeah.
So he is trying to do it now then actively.
He's starting his own party. Yeah,
And is he running himself as Prime Minister?
don't know
Has
what
that
the
not got
plan
to that
is.
point?
I don't know if it's got to that point. They've got a few.
It does take a while longer. I've learned that with
Yeah.
reform.
It takes a long time to set up a new party, but
Yeah.
get used to it because fucking Labour and Conservative are fucking things of the past.
Man, it really feels like that people have just all over got to the point now, like from what you'd consider the left or the right,
Yeah.
people of all sides seem to be of that opinion.
We're just done with the status
and not
quo.
just the younger generations, the older
No.
generations
Yeah.
too. There seems to be a big, we need something different. Finally,
We're done with the status quo of things being just for the people who've already got money
Yeah.
and just for the people who've already got power.
I think it was
You know,
good
it's
giving.
fucking after a while it just gets so obvious.
I think it's good giving Labour another chance, like we did.
Yeah.
As in, after Tories had been in for so long, because I was open for Labour. I was like,
I was
let's give them a
hoping
chance. Let's
Labour
see.
would work,
Hopefully,
yeah.
It just didn't.
Yeah.
Very quickly, I think we all learned
Yeah.
it wasn't going to happen.
Within the first
weekend-ish.
week or so, it was like, well, this is a downturn, and
Yeah.
then after the third
quick.
month, you're like, well, this is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just exactly the same as it was before with a different colour.
It's amazing how as old Labour went from, for Tony Blair, his whole thing was things can only get better.
Yeah.
To then Keir Starmer was like, well, it will get better eventually after it gets a lot worse first.
Yeah, don't worry, it's going to get better, but it's going to be a really bad few years.
It's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
So,
Ugh.
so I wanted to see this Ben Habib guy because I'm like, okay, I don't know too much about him. I don't know. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know anything about him. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just all I knew was that he was like a supporter of like reform,
Mhm.
Nigel Farage and all that. But there is like a side of the reform people originally that feel like it's kind of gone a bit of a different way,
Right.
and he's like of the people that were like, no, it should have gone the way you said at this point.
Yeah.
So it's like different flavour of reform from the sounds of it,
Right,
you know.
yeah.
It's the one that Tommy Robinson has put his like something behind.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's where I first heard of it.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, it'd be interesting to actually have a listen to it. Do you know when someone is just so damn dry, you just cannot take it in.
Man, yeah.
I had to keep rewinding to try and re-listen to things. I kept drifting off. Like this is an ADHD thing, definitely, because with certain people like him, my God,
you just shut off and start thinking about other stuff.
he needs to figure
it.
that out, man. If he's gonna
Yeah.
run, like genuinely, because I just think they call it ADHD, but I just think it's just a symptom of like the kind of media and the way it's digested nowadays. You know,
Yeah.
like shorts and all that.
Yeah.
The attention span. It's just a
It's a
general
combination of the two. So like,
Yeah,
there's
there's
the
something there too.
ADHD thing has become more common, but at the same time, every form of media is designed for that.
They're designed for them.
Yeah. And like that tends to push more people who are sort of on the edge further into the ADHD spectrum, because
I know what you're saying.
that's what they've got.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like one of those things. Like technically, everyone's on every spectrum. You just right at the end. Some people are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, does that mean everybody could be pushed onto a spectrum? Well, obviously, I suppose the autism spectrum's a bit different when you think about it.
Yeah.
But like ADHD spectrum, I could imagine that be like, if you want to put it as a mental health thing,
Yeah.
I can imagine it as a mental health thing that you could just have or could be created.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't feel like you could probably do that with everything. I don't feel like all mental. I haven't gone through them all and thought about them, but like autism, like I don't feel like you just develop that.
No.
That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, so that feels like a bit of a different mental health thing, anyway, because that feels like a bit of like isn't the physical aspects to that? I imagine. I don't know what causes this. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if they know actually, because to be fair, a lot of the things they don't actually know, do they?
No, they don't.
There's so many like things when you like
God damn it! I
when you
wish
get
I had fucking tissue.
you need a tissue.
Yeah.
I do have some. The roll of things here somewhere. Definitely not what I grab when I want to do some business.
No, of course not. That would be unusual. There you go. Let me just.
Unclean. I mean,
Oh,
you know,
fuck's sake.
the terrible thing apparently is I'm having a sex rag. I've been told a cum
what?
rag. Having a cum rag. Apparently that's
cum
not
rag?
normal. See, who would do that? I know, man. Right? Exactly.
I've heard of cum socks, but a cum rag.
Well, that's just something that's designed specifically for. A cum sock means you have to. That would only work if you're an amputee.
No, I think you just
'Cause-
ruined one sock.
Yes, exactly. So
Just have one
otherwise
that
you've
isn't
got
a
one sock.
pair.
I mean, I have nothing but odd socks, to be fair. So
But the thing is, to me,
I
like,
need my socks.
with
is my
that,
point.
you've also got to be very specific about which sock, because if you end up waking up in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
oh,
I've never done that.
Oh.
You sound like you've.
that's not something I've done. I've
Oh,
never,
you
been,
sound.
never been a cum sock guy. I've always been the
Okay.
guy who's used the tissues.
See, no, I think about the environment. That's my problem.
No, I want it gone.
I think about the environment. So I do it and then clean it, in a big
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
all about the environment.
Yeah, no. No, I want that gone in the toilet. I want to not think about that anymore. I'm moving on.
It was like it's more of a sex rag. It's not something like for a lone masturbator. That's weird.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
a sex rag more than anything.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that?
No.
Oh, okay. See, it was introduced to me by an ex, and I guess it's not normal. I don't know. One day I will meet someone that has but the funny thing is though, my friend, to emphasise his point though, he did manage to buy me an actual cum rag. Like it says cum rag on it. It's around here somewhere. It's the one thing I wouldn't use for a cum rag though.
I mean, yeah.
It's small as well, so I'm like, it's really impractical in my
Oh,
opinion.
what a surprise.
It's like more of like, what's those small towels you would use? Really
Um,
small ones. Like a shaving towel or? One for the menus, I don't.
Oh, the sort of hot towels. thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of size
no,
thing.
no.
Like a flannel. Like a flannel.
Flannel.
Towel.
Flannel.
Yeah.
You
It's just-
flannel.
It's white though, which makes sense because
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
it would show up in it.
Yeah.
Although it's just going to go yellow. Trust me.
Ew.
It goes yellow. Honestly, one of my exes was a skank. A skank. I didn't mean to say a skank then. A grot.
Right.
Yeah.
Same thing, different vibe.
No, a skank's like go out and hoo hoo,
That's true.
woohoo, shake my boobies. That's what skanks do.
That's what skanks
They
do.
walk outside and they shake,
They shake
my
their
boobies.
boobies. they get them all shaky for you.
You shake them up. You know what I think we should do as well on this? I got one at the moment, but I'm sure we could come up with more. We could probably AI some as well.
Yeah.
Like prompts. Like I saw it on 8 out of 10 Cats. I was watching a few, like I think I said about like the Johnny Vegas one where he was ranting to someone.
Yeah.
I watched for some reason just like a load of it was a load of 8 out of 10 cat bits, a load of Would I Lie to You, which I don't think I like that much, to be honest.
No, I the thing with the Would I Lie to You is it's very much down to the people they've got on, because it's so very, very like specific to lies that they would or would not have done.
Yeah, yeah.
There's certain people it's just like, I did this, and it's like, no, you didn't.
That's true. Like, aspect too. But I think, to be honest, I think it's more I just don't like Rob Brydon as a host.
I get that.
I like him as an actor. Like I think he's funny in things. He makes me laugh, which is why it surprised me that I didn't find him funny at all.
Yeah, I struggle with Rob Brydon in a lot of situations.
Or just walking through the supermarket like, oh, Rob Brydon.
Mm.
Oof. Going to fix a tyre. Fucking Rob Brydon. Going for a chippy, you know what you think?
Rob Brydon.
Now I think, yeah, why is this chippy gone?
That's true.
They're
There's
all
no
going.
chippies.
Call back. Call back. I remembered. Bad callback, but callback nonetheless.
It worked. I remembered.
You remembered?
Yeah.
Oh
man.
yeah. So not as much of a fan of Rob Brydon, but yeah. So like little prompts. So just like in regards to like I can't remember what the one was at the time, but the one I think I wrote down was things that are better about modern online dating compared to old school dating.
Right.
Which, you know, like to emphasise straight away, I don't think that's true. I think old school dating is so much better, and new dating is just turning it into like another algorithm.
Yeah.
There are too many algorithms. You don't need one to get your willy wet. That
I
is
did.
not.
Help me.
But that's what I'm saying, because it's normalised now, though. That's kind of my point.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the way, like the old school ways of doing it. I don't even know what they would be now.
No.
Like saying that, though, I mean, it's kind of weird at the same time too, because we're growing up seeing what old school dating. Well, we remember old school dating, you know, to a certain point growing up when you were like, but that's when you're in like university and all that stuff, college or whatever. So you're in those situations. But then, what was dating in the later years back in the old days, though? It was in the old days, like in the 90s, you know. Would it have just been going to like bars or single nights or
Bars,
friends?
single nights,
Blind dates?
dating app, not date, fast dating things. what's it called?
speed dating.
Speed dating.
I would do, you know, I genuinely think speed dating is a cool concept.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know if they really even do them in England much.
Not that much. There
don't
are
feel like-
some. There are some, but they're not that common. One of the things that I saw that was interesting, there was a dating thing I was watching on the BBC ages ago, and they were talking about one form of dating that has been developed is one where you wear a set of clothes that you buy from them for the night for a week.
Wait, what? Say that again.
You buy or was it a week or was it a full 2 days? It might have been just 2 days.
I
for
say a
the
week.
weekend.
It's mad anyway.
I think it was a weekend, yeah. So, like, you wear those clothes, and then you put them in a bag, and then you give them to the person who's running the dating night, and they then just leave the bags on a table, labelled with, like, 1A, 1B, whatever, right? And then everyone else on the dating night goes over and sniffs each one of the bags.
Why?
And whichever bags they like the smell of, they then tick on their form, and then they get to meet that person and have a short date with them.
That is so weird.
But apparently it's got a really weirdly high success rate.
I mean, the pheromones idea
the
makes
pheromones
sense.
thing, yeah.
It sounds so weird.
It's so weird.
Because I just feel like you would smell their like aftershave and stuff more.
This is the thing. It's specifically don't use aftershave while you're wearing it, and like you're supposed to try and make
Supposed to be like a
as
musk
much
thing.
as of your body odor as possible.
Oh, so you're supposed to smell sweat
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
Oh,
So you're
wow,
supposed to
okay.
be smelling the ones that are specifically sweat that you like the smell of.
That's something I get that idea.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
How do you brand that on a poster?
I don't know.
Like, what is that called? Oh,
Scratch and sniff dating.
That's a great one.
That's a pretty good one.
Sniff and kiss.
Sniff and kiss. That works. I can't think of another.
I've just got a lot of fish in my head now, and I'm just thinking better than fish dating.
Better than fish dating. That works.
Stinky of fish. The rib on plenty of fish in some manner.
Stinky of fish.
Whiffy of fish.
That doesn't work. You're trying to get these. Whiffy doesn't.
I thought it was the other way actually. Fish is women. They're smelling the guys, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's just
okay.
general stank.
Yeah. Musk and thrust.
Musk and thrust. Fucking hell. Christ.
I'm okay with musk and thrust, you know.
Yeah.
That feels like that would get me in the room.
Okay, there we go.
I'm like, oh, a place where I don't have to wear deodorant, even better. I always worry that I'm sweating too much. Here, it's invited.
Yeah.
Cool.
Get on with it. Jesus Christ.
You just get a load of sweaty people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I mean, it'd be an interesting night.
I wouldn't mind trying it once.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a sort of I've tried this but like it seems like such a strange way to.
That would be a fun thing for that. That other thing you were saying. I've never done it before. The segment about stuff you've never done before. I forget what it was called now.
Oh, why would I do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like throw you into like dating scenarios.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'll
Problem
do
is
them
I'm
as well.
dating though, so you'd have to do it.
Yeah, but I'll just happily do it.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah.
a why would I do that. That's just a I feel like I'll be good at that shit. I'm good in person. Like that's my bag. It's why I hate online dating now.
Yeah.
I say hate online dating. I just don't really do it anymore. Because it's just the idea of having to, like, first of all, like having to chat so much. This is a really bad idea for a prompt because I can't actually think of anything that's better about modern dating than classic dating. Other than the idea of classic dating has been misrepresented, like most things were.
The only positive about modern dating is it allows people who wouldn't have been able to function well in the old school dating system to date people.
Serial killers.
Well, that and autistic people and and disabled people and mental health issues.
I think we're all singing from the same song here.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
We were just saying it with a different flavour.
Yeah.
What we were talking about.
Yeah, I'm just like quoting different versions of the same thing. So, realistically.
Now, to be fair, like I do kind of feel like at the same time, like the idea that we've been what like old school dating was, I don't really know.
I don't know if I've ever experienced it.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is. Thinking about it now, like has
Yeah.
that idea just kind of been like completely misrepresented? Like like in sitcoms and all that shit.
I mean, ultimately, dating is still the same. It's
Yeah,
the
the actual
starting
dating
point
part,
that's
yeah.
different, isn't it?
Courting is the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So
How to find the date.
the initiation of finding the date is what's changed.
Yeah.
And some people are okay with that and some people aren't. But I think that's probably beneficial because it means that the people who are into the old school style of dating are
Yeah,
more likely to meet each other in that situation.
And you imagine those places probably are still around if you actually looked for them.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, the speed dating.
Yeah,
like
speed
that's,
dating and singles nights and things still exist.
Yeah.
But I think the online dating thing as well, that's still an option for people who otherwise just would never have found a date.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course,
Literally
like, yeah.
never.
That's
you know?
obviously like
There's
some of the
people who have been
way-
living in their grandmother's fucking,
Yeah.
like spare bedroom since they were 15. They're 36 now, and they've got a very particular way of looking at the life and the world, and they don't want to share it with anyone else. And then the grandma goes, "Oh, go on, just go on one of those dating websites," And they go on there and they look at it and say, "Oh, look, there's someone else who's just as fucking weird as I am. Brilliant." Those people never would have known each other otherwise. They would have both just assumed they were their own sort of hollow little lives,
And also on top of that too, to piggyback with that, there's also all these like niche dating sites
Oh yeah.
for people that are into certain things.
For
I
kinky
actually do
shit,
appreciate
not even
that.
kinky shit.
Yeah, that too.
Anti-kinky shit.
And yeah. The opposite, like
Yeah.
dating sites of people that don't want to be touched.
Yep.
Like that is cool. I think that's quite cool actually.
Dating sites for
Especially
people,
being a kinky bastard too. I should probably look at them a bit more actually.
Dating sites for people who are just Jewish. Dating sites for
don't
people
know why that
who
made me
are
laugh.
farmers. Dating sites for people who are into metal.
Yeah. There's a full-on like
yeah.
goth kind of one, ain't there? I've seen that.
Yeah.
Hmm?
There's all sorts of weird shit out
Like a
there.
rocker
and
one and
it's
stuff.
so specific as well,
Mm.
you know.
You got one for like, which is a cool idea as well. I think this is one actually that I think is cool. Like, there's one for like people, like famous people,
Mm.
so that they don't have to worry about like weird stalkers or all that. Like people are supposed to be verified and all that. Who knows? But
Yeah.
I imagine, and fuck knows. I don't know whether it's all just celebrities or people that are maybe past a certain money amount too could be there. Because I don't think you feel like them as the
I
same
think
as...
I think it is. You think you could probably buy your way into one of those.
Yeah, because I don't feel like Mr. Beast might be considered a celebrity too,
It
but
would be, yeah.
for example,
But that's the thing on those things. You can see anything from fucking a YouTuber all the way up to fucking Tom Cruise on the really fancy celebrity ones.
yeah,
You know,
that'd be fun to get into one of them.
it would
Manage
be.
to get
Yeah.
Have you seen? Taking a little side step. Could you remember I say have you actually? We talked about it before, but I was misinformed about something. Do you remember we spoke before about those mummies in Peru,
Yeah.
the little twiny ones?
Yes.
And they did like all the scans on them, and they found that they were like just fucking skeletons put together, basically.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I kept seeing like things, and I think we spoke about it before, that
Yeah,
apparently there had been scans done.
And it's been changed, and they are actually one whole
Yeah,
piece,
yeah. And I was, because it kept saying the Peru aliens, and I was like, but this
Oh.
is, yeah. I was like, but this is bullshit. We saw before that they weren't, and there'd been scans apparently showing that they were an organism, that the one was pregnant. I was like, how?
Yeah.
Because, as it got messed up completely, these are in no way the same things. Those little mummies we was on about before,
Yeah.
just erase them from your memory. It's nothing to do with them.
This is a whole different.
It's a
set
whole
of-
different one. These are from like nearer the Nazca lines. That's why they was the Nazca
Right.
something. They're tridactyl mummies. So what?
What?
The reason they're called tridactyl is because they got 3 fingers. Like
Right.
nearest thing I could think you could look at and like imagine like the hand of a
They got
sloth.
Simpsons hands.
No, that's 4.
Oh right, so they don't even have they don't have that. They've
It's like
got
it's
that.
that. It looks like that, kind
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like longer.
Ah.
Well, I think I can put a picture on it. This is why I got this up. So just bear with me a moment. Because as soon as I put it in, you'll see why it's not the same thing. They're completely different shape. Completely different size. These are the ones we're talking about, not
Oh
these
yeah, we
little
did see
things.
we did see a couple of pictures of those guys. didn't
Yeah,
we?
but these are completely different.
They are also more human sized.
Yeah, but look at the hold on. Image in the tab. So look at fucking hell, I went too far. You see the fingers?
Yeah.
Just 3 across like that. They're smaller. They're not like full like human size, but
Right.
they're not small either. I mean, there should be a picture on here with them next to people, surely. So quick, there's got to be one somewhere. I've seen them before. Oh. I thought I've seen them before.
Yeah.
You feel like it wouldn't be a hot... There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. There's more what you're talking about, look. So, completely different thing. They're the ones that have been scanned and are found to be one full, or even the feet as well, look. One
Yeah.
full organism. I can't remember what the aging was now. It's like 1,000 years old, I believe. It might have been 700, somewhere like that anyway.
The thing is, it could be, you know,
See what you're thinking the same as me.
it could be a person. It could be.
I don't think it's a-
it could be a mutilated person potentially.
There's more than one.
Yeah, but that could have been part of a ritual.
Oh, I see.
It could have also been a different species of mammal, but that would be unusual given the layout of the hands.
Mm. Apparently, it does have like.
It could be a
lot
fucking
of primate-
skinwalker.
Sure, it could be.
Could be.
I mean, I was saying about like the kind of slough hands, but apparently, they are more primate seeming, like we would be, etc.
Yeah.
I think personally, it's just another lost sister species of us,
Yeah.
or like a different branch off. Like
A
there's
different
loads of
branch
them. Like
the evolutionary tree.
yeah.
Yeah.
We found a bunch of them.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, is so much more likely than have a guess what people's reaction is to him.
Aliens?
Yeah.
What a fucking
How
surprise.
did you do this?
It's almost as if I could have predicted it.
You're so smart in this one. I don't know how you did this while you sit there sniffing your cigarette.
I'm such a smart smoking man.
It's hard to look smart while sniffing a cigarette.
But I did it.
You did it?
It's partly this jumper as well.
The jumper does help.
It does help.
It does. So, I mean, yeah, to me, that's a lot more likely what it is, which is still very interesting in my opinion.
Definitely.
Because there's so, like, we know, obviously, Neanderthals are the ones. There's, like, those little ones.
Oh, yeah,
the pygmy ones.
yeah. Which could have been alive up to about 300 years ago, or even less than that if you went by. There was another documentary on that where they went to the same islands where those small people lived.
Yeah.
And they were across an island chain, so they'd obviously sort of, gone to different islands over the time and spread out.
Yeah, because I thought it was, like, they were from Ireland, because the idea of, like, different, like, island dwarfism.
Yeah.
Or island gigantism.
But the thing is, what they found is that there was one grandfather of one of the people there who was really old. Like, actual pygmy people exist as well.
Oh,
But, like,
yeah.
they were really, really, really old. And at the same time, they were still, what was it? They were still talking about the fact that their father and grandfather at one point went and wiped out a tribe of them.
Okay.
Because they were like, oh, yeah, no, you can't trust these people. They're dangerous, all that kind of stuff. So they literally went and chased them down and killed an entire tribe. And it could have been the last potential tribe of these things.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because they kept stealing their shit.
And that could have happened all over the place anyway.
100%, yeah.
You know.
And if you got a big human versus a tiny human,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know which one's going to win.
Especially if, like, if you're talking about, like, people that have come over to an island and probably got more technology too.
Well, exactly.
You know. I mean, it's just the story of what's happened everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just with shorter people instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure the right fucking thing to type in to find this.
No.
I'm sure if somebody looked in and looking pygmy people subspecies, it might look like something
That
else.
looks like something very
You know
different.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, try putting in extinct.
That's better.
Small, yeah, extinct.
Small, extinct small island people.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Word confused me. Small island. I don't know why I'm just looking on thingy.
That's it. The Hobbit humans.
The ancient human species Homo floresiensis. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go on to that.
Yeah, we go Java. Yeah. So if you go to that images again, because they actually had a.
Oh, did you have it on there? Did it?
Yeah, that second one down there.
That one.
That's one.
Okay. Could be alive.
And they went to about 3 feet tall at most,
Oh wow.
and they were more closely linked to Neanderthals than to
People.
us. Yeah.
So look at this as well. So this is from 2022. Extinct hobbit humans could be alive in Indonesian island. Anthropologist claims.
Yeah.
So from Cameron Fu, give him his glory. I'm sure he'll want that on
Yeah.
Unidad. Forget New Zealand. An Indonesian island may be a prehistoric real-life hobbiton, according to that guy. Okay, I don't need to see what Tolkien wrote. Who knows what strange, wonderful, possibly even real? Don't know.
They're basically saying that they think that there's a chance they're still
yeah.
alive, but it's very, very slim at this point.
I mean, this is also another thing that people say as well about Bigfoot,
Yeah.
which I don't know how I feel about that,
No.
to be honest. It's very interesting. I've sort of like been shown things again about that recently, like some of the actual evidence.
Yeah.
But even though when you actually think about how long the Bigfoot tale has been around, the actual evidence they've got is very slim.
Very slim.
One of the coolest.
Vanishingly slim.
Yeah, there's a really cool audio recording of what these people believe was Bigfoot calls, like, and I really want to hear like some of these, like Forrest Gallant, for example, who knows his animal calls. I've heard him debunk so many things like that. I want to hear him listen to that.
Yeah.
Because it sounds crazy hearing it, and there's drumming before, but I know there's other animals to do that too.
Quite often as well, like, you'll have two groups of Bigfoot hunters, both doing what they think are Bigfoot at each other.
Right. That's great.
Yeah.
Miles away from each other.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And they're like,
awesome.
oh, I heard one. Did you hear that? Go back to it.
That's fucking great, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. That'd be a great like skit to do. Or something.
That's actually happened. There's
I can imagine that's happened. Yeah.
that's a. Although, yeah, it would be a great skit. Yeah.
How do you feel about that? What's it called? The Gimlin Patterson video. Gimlin, the classic Bigfoot video.
Oh, is that the one where
Look at it. Yeah, yeah,
swankily walks out? Yeah, I'm not sure I'm on that one.
Because there's a stabilised version. I do find it quite interesting because this is the thing. I think we talked about Bigfoot before. I'm not a general believer. I say I'm not a big believer of Bigfoot. Actually, I'm open to it. I just don't really think it's that important or impressive, or
No.
it's just a monkey. So what?
Yeah.
We've found plenty of other gorillas we
Because it
didn't know
could be
existed.
a very intelligent monkey.
Or just looking like it. Like, let's just go for the example. Okay, for a moment, let's think this might be real. If this was just a lost monkey, it could just be that it just walks different than other monkeys.
Yeah, I always found
You
that
know.
annoying. They're like, oh, well, no, it doesn't actually walk like an ape. Because but the whole point is it's walking on its 2 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to walk like a human, isn't it, you dumbass?
There are monkeys that do that.
No,
They-
but
or they can
they
do
have
it.
to waddle like that.
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
idea
yeah.
of the Gigantolopithecus or whatever it is, the sort
think that
of
might
one
be
that came
right.
before, Gigantolopithecus or something like
That
that.
sounds right. That sounds like something.
Is it that it did walk like a human? It had like hips, the same like positioning as a human. It could walk like a human standing up.
So what's this supposed to be? What we evolved from?
No,
you
just a
mean, or-
cousin of it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Oh, so this is just like an old
So it's just
ape
another
that apparently
ape.
died out.
It's another
Okay.
ape family that just so happened to be like, you know what, fucking kicks ass, standing up straight, because you can see more shit.
Like,
you know.
and the idea that Bigfoot, like, I mean, this video is like, it's
But the idea that you can just say, oh, well, it's not an ape because it walks like a human, doesn't really work, because you're talking about an ape that isn't like any other ape we've seen.
yeah.
Now, do I think that this is an actual video of a Bigfoot? I'm still not sold.
There's certain things that I will say though, like more than anything, just because of choices that I
Yeah.
don't know would be made if these two dudes would go out and wear a costume.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would choose one with big tits. That's just something that
It is a bit weird, isn't it?
that's part
Yeah.
is like. And I've heard people talk about the gaits and all that being hard to replicate, but I mean, at the same time, they're only like said to be between 7 and 8 feet, and we've got people that size, so that could be replicated.
Also, again, you're talking about a species, potentially, if it does exist, you're talking about a species that no one has ever been able to look at up close.
Yeah.
So you don't know what its body does.
Well, there's been people that have said they do.
Yeah, but
Have seen it up close.
they don't have the we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have them on a fucking scientific table. We can't do a dissection and look at how their hips are placed, you know? And if one species evolves one type of evolutionary mechanism, a lot of others tend to do it as well. It's not impossible for another ape to have stood up on its hind legs.
No, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
You know?
It doesn't seem like a. I think that's why I was always up there. Like, it's just a monkey, though.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what's the big whoop?
Just because it would be interesting to know if it's there.
Yeah,
You know, it's
just,
the science thing, isn't it?
A peaceful monkey, from the sounds of it, that's
Yeah.
just trying to keep away
But
from.
also,
it,
yeah, and I wonder why that's the thing as well. It's obviously, if it is a real thing, it's intelligent enough to understand that humans are dangerous and it doesn't want to be around us at all.
And there's every chance that we've also killed it off since then.
Potentially, yeah.
Like, if Nessie ever existed, which I don't think it did
No.
either.
The Nessie thing's even weirder though, because
Yeah.
like the Nessie thing is like one giant creature that's lived forever. No.
Well, that's not. I mean, nobody necessarily says that.
There
there's-
are some.
Well, there's some
They're-
that say that about Bigfoot too.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people think Bigfoot's a cross-dimensional being.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Like, you know,
I
I
know.
where that logic coming from, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's fun, sure.
But it's also stupid.
Yeah, in the same way you could say that maybe it's a, I don't know, a snail that fell into radioactive waste and
Yeah.
turned into a gorilla.
I'm just going to say,
I don't
like, the oldest creature we know of that is alive today is a shark that is over 300 years old.
Older than America,
And
wasn't
it
it?
does not look good.
How do we even know it's that old, though?
Oh, because they've been tracking the same shark since that time.
Oh, okay, because I was, because I know, like, the oldest, what was it now? The oldest, I think it was crocodiles.
Yeah.
The oldest crocodile they know of is about 125 now.
Yeah.
And that's only because they started tracking it from when he was hatched in like 1901 or something.
Yeah.
So he's just, you know.
But there could easily be older ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, out in the wild, yeah.
So it's like, I didn't know sharks, they were tracking them back then.
It's not so much tracking in the way we would consider tracking.
Yeah.
It's more like marking the fin,
Oh, that makes sense.
you know?
Yeah.
So you mark the fin in a certain way and it's like, that's that one,
that makes sense.
you know?
Yeah, so that does make a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
A way to, and then just, is it in like only a certain area or something? So they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
find
yeah.
it?
So most sharks will sort of patrol the same sorts of areas, you know, consistently because they've got territory, just like any other kind of animal, you know.
Did I tell you about the shark tracking thing? I don't think I did, actually.
Well,
There were these people doing, like you're talking about, like tracking with sharks and stuff.
yeah,
And they did a whole thing about tracking as many great whites as they could.
mm.
This was like, I'm not exactly sure, it was like 2000s or something like that, maybe a bit later. And they tracked this one like big, like 10 foot or something, like a big, you know, the big fuck off great white, you know.
Yeah.
And it was basically eventually, however long later, like months later, they found the tracker washed up on the beach, and when they took it back and did all the stuff on it, they thought, oh, it just fell off at first. But they had a look at it, and what happened was, it was going along its normal kind of route, normal depth and all that, and then all of a sudden, it suddenly plunged, like, way down,
Okay,
quick,
right.
on New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, funny enough. But plunged right down really quick. Even more interesting though, as it was getting down and down, colder and colder, the tracker was getting warmer and warmer. The only way you would imagine that happen is if it's in a belly or something.
Yeah.
And then eventually, it just suddenly it moved around at these depths for a while, and then eventually, like however long later, it just suddenly passed through. You imagine, and then
And just floated back up.
went back to shore. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What is big enough to do that to a big great white? It wasn't
Big
even
shark.
a small great white, you know, like a
Yeah.
baby or anything. It was a big one.
And just one single grab, pull
Down.
it straight down.
Yep. And
Do
then
we know
gets
how
warmer,
far down it went?
like very far down.
Yeah, but how far down was the shark to begin with? I need to know
Normal depth.
I need to know the sort of distance. That
Way
it's been
further
pulled.
down than it should have been.
Right,
Than
yeah.
any other shark they've tracked has gone.
Right.
Would be able to live, you know, like because there's like
But what is
limits
it that,
to like size and all
what is
down
it
there.
that can grab something from that far down
Pull it down.
and just pull it all the way down?
Giant squid,
Yeah, but not it would have to be
colossal.
colossal.
No, they're not even that big either, but
No,
bigger.
It would
Kraken.
have to be a literal kraken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the idea of like, this is what the fucking ocean scares me so much. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the stuff. There could be any, for all we know, something on the ocean floor. They're like a giant trapdoor spider, a trapdoor kraken.
Yeah.
Just like you know, you'd see something like,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
digest it on the way down or something like a
I
big
don't want
manatee
that.
plant. We don't know. Like they have no explanation for that. And these are like marine. You know, these are the people that would have the explanations.
Ugh.
But those people also completely acknowledge there's plenty of stuff in the world. This same thing we're saying about, he was talking about like possible megalodon sightings and things like that.
Yeah.
He was talking about this like warship that was going along and saw these dolphins swimming along the side of it that had been for a while, and then they were acting really weird, and all of a sudden a shark that was like 80 foot across or something, that they just came up and munched a dolphin in one And like people think that people have this idea that a megalodon was like bigger than a blue whale, and it just wasn't.
No. It's
like
about the size of a school bus. In America.
sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is giant,
It's huge.
but
It's not as big as a blue whale, though.
nowhere near as big as a blue whale.
No.
Yeah. So I think people still have this idea that megalodon's even bigger. When you actually realise that a megalodon isn't huge,
Yeah.
the idea. I mean, I personally don't think there's a megalodon around. I just think there's probably like some other subspecies of shark that could be some bigger ones around, or just great whites can get massively bigger than we think.
The problem about
Maybe the biggest ones.
the problem about
Oldest, sorry.
the sea is that no matter how much you try and light it up, the water slowly reflects it back. So you can't just keep increasing the amplitude of your lights and eventually see the bottom.
Yeah.
Which means that at most, even when you've got all the lights you could possibly want under the sea in the absolute depths, you've probably got about 20 feet of visibility in front of you. At most. Which is fucking terrifying.
Yeah. That's just. You just don't know what's around. That's why it freaks me out, man.
Yeah. But it also means that at any point you can only study a certain tiny percentage of what's down there. And all of the things that are down there are designed to pick up on other things, other signals, other than light and visual signals for when something's trying to get them. Like, there's lots of animals that've got electromagnetic detection.
Yeah.
They've got, and that literally means that they don't just feel where the orientation of the Earth is. Some of them can actually feel the electromagnetic resonance of other creatures as they approach.
Yeah.
Sharks do that, for example.
Really interesting, that is.
Yeah. So you can imagine there being a creature that's even further down that is seeing you without using light. It doesn't use light at all. Mm-hmm. All it uses is an incredibly powerful magnetic kind of detection system.
Yeah.
And all it needs to do is just register where the electromagnetic signal's coming from and just home in on it. And also, we don't know. Maybe the submarines we're sending down have got such a strong electromagnetic signal.
Yeah.
Because it's full of electronics that they go, that thing's got to be fucking huge. I'm not going anywhere near
really
that.
coming from far away.
Yeah.
As well. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And also as well, like if there's something big like in the ocean too, because it's just so ridiculously huge, it's weird to be made of something big.
Yeah.
I don't know what big in the ocean even really means.
No.
But like, if you're looking down, like you said, with the light being reflected, it seems really hard to like map the floor. And that's why I was looking at this, like, because you hear conjecture thing, contradictive things for this, about how much of like the floor on the ocean has actually been mapped out and that.
It's piddly.
See, I was listening, watching something, and there was like a marine biologist-y person, there was some lab talking to him, and she was saying that that's a complete fallacy, that there's actually at this point we know like almost all of the ocean floor. But at the same time, even like just assuming that might be true, I don't even know if that would even what that means. Like,
I think
they don't know what's there. Surely,
it's pretty easy to scan the vast majority of the ocean floor, because the vast majority of the ocean floor actually isn't that deep.
Yeah.
Most of the seas aren't that deep. Yeah. But once you're talking about the Marianas Trench, or not even that, some of just the deeper parts of the Pacific or the Atlantic, you can't possibly have literally gone down there and looked at what's there. You can have potentially done a fucking scan of it, sure. I'm sure you've got the topology of the motherfucker, but you do not know what's down there.
Wow, look, apparently, up until 2017, only 6% have been done, and now it's gone up to 27.3.
I mean, I believe that.
Ongoing thing.
But 27.3 is not a vast majority.
Yeah. Map technology is like multi-beam sonar.
Oh, it is mostly deep, apparently. I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, it's mostly deep.
But what we've scanned,
deep
what we've scanned will be the easy bits, won't it?
Yeah. And I mean, even, just saying mostly deep, I mean, that's like a technical amount, like, what one person considers deep and another person does.
Yeah.
Like in regards to some of the areas like the Mariana Trench, I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it kind of says actually near the poles are extremely hard to reach. I know that's not what upward and lactate. I imagine from what you were saying, because of the all the water, it makes sense that a lot of the technical, like maybe like some of the I don't again know, because you go underground with some of them, don't you? Now, like what's the laser technology?
Yeah, LiDAR, is it?
LiDAR.
Yeah.
That's it. Is that light radar? What is that? Oh, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Infrastructure. Yeah. Okay. And then. Okay. So. I wouldn't be. I mean, this is the thing. I've only ever seen that conjecture from that one person arguing that we've actually scanned most of it. So I am more likely to, especially considering there's this like ongoing thing now, to like whatever this thing is they're doing. What's it called? I did see it somewhere. The actual name of this now. Whoever's doing this new thing. Seabed 2030.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing they want to do a certain amount by 2030, but that won't be all of it.
Yeah, no. Not at that rate.
Nah. Okay. So that's the thing, though. Even once they do all that, I'm thinking, like, if there is, like, really big things, like, tucked away in the trenches and that, I kind of feel like more likely the further down you go, it's going to be more gelatinousy stuff anyway.
Probably, yeah, because it's just pressure-wise.
It's
either going to be gelatinous or it's going to have an incredibly strong shell.
Yeah.
Because there are crabs down there.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
But would you go giant for... I mean, you'd need somewhere with the food source too. This is also the issue. Yeah,
but the thing is, you can have very large creatures feeding off of very small amounts of food if they're done right. Like, for example, you know, again, whales. They eat krill, which is like incredibly tiny little shrimp.
They don't just eat everything, really.
No.
Just open their mouth.
No.
Whatever goes in.
No. Because what they do is they open their mouth, and as you've seen on quite a lot of them, they've got the little like frills instead of teeth.
Oh yes.
And what they do is they actually catch all of the krill in that, and they swallow in water, and then they push it back out through. No, not even through that. Through the filter. So they open their mouth to swallow, push it back out through the filter, and the krill can't leave. So they swallow what's left. And then do it again.
Like a brush kind of catching thing.
Yeah.
That's so random.
Yeah.
It makes sense that, you know, like something that big would have to be bulbed that way, so...
And, like, there's potential for creatures to do the same thing from the bottom. I mean, everything that dies is in the sea is going to eventually hit the bottom.
Yeah.
And there could be enormous, like, gelatinous squid-like things just crawling along the bed, just... That, I'll have that, that, I'll have that.
And it could have been like, you know, imagining he must have like ate. They were saying it like he must have ate the shark whole and all that. Yeah. Like I'm also like, couldn't it just took a big chunk out of it, like a beak?
Could have
like
done.
A squid, because it's got you know, a big ass chunk, but it wouldn't have to be the whole thing.
No,
because they're not like right in the middle of the shark, you know, purposely.
Yeah,
right in the centre.
That would be weird.
Be fucked up to do to him.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Where are we at? Okay.
Nice.
Might wrap up soon. It's just because I need to get down to
I'm
Solihull
thinking the
still.
same thing as well, actually, because I've got to get back and try and eat something as well now that my fucking mouth's not hurting so bad.
I mean, you're welcome to try those crisps over there. I don't know what they are.
Nah, so
I know what they are, sorry. I just don't know what they're like.
I don't want anything sharp.
Oh shit! Of course,
yeah. No, but I mean, is there anything else I want to talk about? Is there anything else I can think about talking about?
So the thing again, like, because obviously this is like just a random, unplanned podcast.
No, I had a face thing, and then I was like, hey man, do you want to do something?
I'll tell you one other thing actually that I did watch over the weekend.
Yeah.
Because you know, that's what I was saying, because like, you know, it was a random one. I hadn't like kind of noted stuff down or anything.
Yeah.
So one thing I have watched over the weekend that I can mention, I'll put it on the time thing too. I had a bit of a manly weekend, you know.
Yeah.
I watched some boxing.
Ooh.
Watched some more boxing.
Nice.
You know, I was doing like what was going to happen, doing like predictions with my mate. It wasn't the respectable boxing, though. It was Misfits. Do you know what that is?
That's just random weirdos, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's the one that KSI owns.
Yeah, what a surprise.
This is the thing, though. It's always entertaining because boxing was dying.
Yeah.
This has helped boxing a lot more, to be fair, and now other people have put more money into like actual, more professional boxing too.
UFC did the same thing when it
Mhm.
was starting out. To be honest, there was lots of matches of like tiny
Yeah, there was
Chinese
weird
guys
shit.
against sumo wrestlers and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Just because they were like, we just got to get some attention.
Mhm. And they, if they would have had the ability to have celebrities, they would have done the same thing too.
Probably, yeah.
Like for example, in the prelims, like this is just on the undercard. It was actually because I'll get to the main card in a second.
Yeah.
Basically, it was very MMA heavy.
Right.
So on the prelims though, none of them I really knew much about, other than one match.
Okay.
It was this dude, don't know much about the one guy, against Joey Essex.
Oh fuck.
I don't hate Joey.
I hate Joey Essex because
Really?
I'm from Essex and he has done a disservice to the culture.
I mean, it's not just him though. to be
No,
honest.
the whole crew. But
Yeah.
he named himself Joey Essex.
He did do that.
He put that title on himself. If you want to
Well-
represent Essex, mate, fucking sort yourself out.
You know what? Actually, in that case, then maybe you should watch this fight because you might respect him a little bit afterwards.
Alright.
Because a few people were very surprised.
All right.
It's as was it Eddie Hall, the big guy, said, it's the
Yeah.
best worst fight he's ever seen. Basically, neither of them were good. They'd only been
Yeah.
like they were both the same level. Joey obviously is not a fucking boxer
Yeah.
like these celebrities. Just train as long as he could. But he's good physically.
Yeah.
I've seen him do that SAS shit and actually do well on it. So I was interested to see it, and basically they were dead like through all the rounds. And neither of them wanted to stop. They were both just going the whole time, even though they were gassed after a bit. Both getting blasting each other in the face over and over and over. And just neither of them wanted to give up at
Yeah.
all. And it just went right down to the wire. And I think Joey won, but it really could have just been a draw. Like, I think the guy one of the guys that runs it even said afterwards, like, I mean, it was a draw, but they gave Joey the win, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, that's nice. It's sat right there, man.
Yeah.
But the main card, though, there was like a few interesting ones in there. You had Dylan Dennis coming back doing a MMA fight,
Right.
and KSI was like, "Yo, man, I'll double your pay if you knock him out." And the other guy was like, yeah, and he agreed to it and all that. And then it started, they walked right up to each other, traded a couple of shots each, and then the other guy tried to shoot on him. So he instantly just tapped him out. It was like a 10-second match.
Yeah, just knocked in the fuck
He
out.
was like, what? No, it's like, what are you doing, man? He agreed to actually, I doubt he would have struck, I think he would have shot anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like, don't give me an excuse.
Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah.
What were some of the other good ones? Oh, Tony Ferguson, do you know him at all?
No.
He's like an old, like, long-standing UFC guy.
Right.
He's like known for like just terminating, like getting the crap kicked beaten out of him and just not dropping.
Right.
And he'd apparently never been allowed to do boxing,
Right.
like medically and all that. And I can't imagine any of that improved after his definite many levels of CTE he's
Yeah.
suffered since. I'll get that in a minute. But yeah, he was allowed to box in this for some reason. And yeah, I mean, he did good. He won. Like,
If you put enough money on it, people will do anything.
I have no idea how he was actually legally allowed to do it, but he did it. And
It's for charity, I guess. Or wasn't even for charity.
No,
it was just for
charity
money.
at all. Yeah, yeah. No charity involved at all.
Fuck. Oh well.
Yeah. There was another one where there was the one guy threw an egg at the other guy's head.
Yeah.
And that was just strange. But then he bopped him out. No, the last fight in the end, it was like it was a fault of MMA guys. That was really strange. It was full of MMA guys boxing,
Yeah.
and I don't know why, but it was really entertaining because of that. And everybody just wanted to, like, the press conference before was went fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But it was one of the best like knockouts I've seen though in the last like main event fight, where like eventually it was a good fight, and then they bopped him out, and the guy like fully folded in the corner, his leg behind him.
Oh,
like,
God.
Proper
Oh,
like that,
God.
You know, fully folded
Fucking
up.
computer game ragdolling.
Obvious he was done.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the ref started counting. It's like, yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, dude.
So he got so much stick for it. It was like, what are you doing, man? He's
the
done.
fuck out.
It's like the same level of them guys coming and pinning that Psycho Stu after he was beaten up in the ring.
Yeah.
He's alright now. He's out of hospital and shit
Yeah,
now.
but
He is.
that was That was still
Yeah.
horrible. Yeah.
Apparently the state are picking that up on that Roger guy though.
Yeah.
They just dragged their feet. Apparently the LAPD. I think.
I mean,
it
they
is.
might have been trying to get all the evidence they could together because there were probably quite a lot of like camera phones in the audience and stuff as well.
Yeah, they had so much
Yeah.
evidence.
And
man.
then evidence of him leaving the place and like all that kind
Everything
of stuff.
beforehand, him
Yeah.
sitting there saying what he was going to do.
They've probably got a rock solid thing now, and they can just go right in. You go.
Well, I mean, yeah, if they fully started doing it, yeah, because of all that evidence, they probably. And from what I've heard as well, from a friend of Rampage Jackson that was on Legion of Skanks, funny enough, when they were talking about it, he was like,
Interesting.
I'm not going to get involved, I don't feel comfortable talking about this because he's a friend and that, but I will say he feels terrible, and I know he has handed himself in, he went into like, which is why I think
Right.
the other thing I read that he'd been bailed out is probably true,
Yeah.
and, you know, the state is picking it up, and we'll hear more about it once it goes further along.
Yeah, the thing is,
I think
like,
that's true.
you can only feeling terrible about something can only get you so far.
Oh, no, not the terrible. Sorry, I don't
Yeah.
mean the
Yeah,
feeling
yeah,
terrible
yeah,
part
yeah.
was too. Sorry, I meant the fact that he
yeah.
went.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm
Just
just
'cause
saying. Like,
lawyers told him to.
I'm just saying though, like the feeling terrible
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Even if you do feel terrible, it's like, don't think it really matters.
Yeah,
in
people
this
that feel
situation.
terrible. And if
I don't
peop-
think how you feel about the situation matters a
Yeah.
fucking bit at this point.
Well, it is interesting because they always do say that, though. When
Yeah.
it comes to sentencing and all
Yeah.
that, though, it matters about
Well,
whether
it
you
feels
show
terrible, it's a-
remorse.
Yeah,
But it's like,
I think it can in certain situations,
Sure.
but like anyone can say that they've got remorse.
exactly. He
Yeah.
didn't seem to have much. I don't know. He just doesn't seem fully with it. That's the best. That would be the best thing for his lawyers to be like, yeah, he needs to go in. He needs
He
some
needs to go
help.
to a psychiatric.
We know
ward,
this.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you hear what Rampage had said prior to this?
I'm calling him a pussy and shit.
No. I mean,
Oh.
way prior to all of this.
No.
Like weeks, months ago, I don't know. At some point, he said that because that was his kid from his first marriage, and he got 2 other kids from his second marriage.
Yeah.
And he said to some Chinese woman,
Yeah.
or some kind of Eastern Asian,
Right.
and he said he's put money away for both of their college funds and for Roger's bail.
Fuck.
This was way before this happened.
Yeah. That sort of says it all, doesn't it? Yeah. Right. Well, I think we'll call it there.
Yeah.
That's a lovely little addition to the end. A
Yeah.
lovely little happy ending to a story that
Yeah.
we talked about.
And he's going to have all his medical bills covered as well, Cycle Stu, because of all the money that people
Yeah.
donated. So much.
That's good.
People somehow still find a way to insult Mr. Beast for donating 10 grand, but they will always find a reason to insult him.
Yeah. Anyway, that's been Squishy Logic for this week.
It has indeed.
And till next time, keep it squishy.
And forever be logical. Just like your mouth is feeling right now.
It is very, very logical.
Does it feel squishy?
It does.
Oh, I suppose it would actually. Put your tongue in it. Would,
Yeah.
I don't wanna
I'm
think
not
like that,
going to
actually.
go tongue in